Hi, welcome to the Qigong class today. So today we're going to do heart Qi depletion, and it's something that happens. There's certain symptoms that come with that, as we know energy of the heart's a bit low. And of course the first thing you're going to think of if you don't have a lot of energy in your heart, you're going to be sad, and that's pretty true in lots of ways, but there's other complications to that. Because the heart needs energy to move, and it's one of the biggest use of power in our body, because that constant pulsing of the heart, the little synapses, like little electrocutions, like spark plugs, to make the muscles contract. That use of power in the body is quite substantial, so there's a lot of energy used to get the heart to keep beating 24 hours a day the rest of your whole life, and so it uses power. So it uses all the extra, I think 6 out of the 8 extraordinary vessels that use the power from that. It gets energy from the food, it gets it from the lungs, from the breath, it gets it from the spleen, from the food, and gets it from the kidney, so it uses a lot of power. So when it doesn't have a lot of power, it doesn't function so good, and part of that is the circulation of blood, because as it comes through the body, it circulates blood through the body as it pulses. Yep. But first of all, we'll bow into the class, and then we'll go through a few exercises to help this function and to increase the energy of your heart. Yeah. Roll back onto your thumbs. Now your feet are facing off towards the northwest and northeast. Left hand underneath, right hand on top. Qigong. Make a fist with your left hand, cover it with your right. Bring it towards your heart, then down to your physical center. Perfect. So, the heart itself. So we want a lot of energy in the heart. You want a healthy heart, but for more reasons, because in theory, your Shen, or your soul, Chinese medicine talks about your Shen, lives inside your heart. So when you don't have a lot of energy in your heart, what happens to your Shen, it can wander inside your body, and you know when this happens because you feel like you're all over the place. You don't feel that. People say to me, oh, I feel I'm not grounded anymore. That's a classic symptom of not having your Shen housed in your heart. It can happen from accidents. You can have a car accident or unhouse it. You can get a fright, can unhouse it. You can emotional disturbances or unhouse it. So there's a few things that do. But the stronger the energy is of the heart, the stronger it will stay in center, and you'll feel really solid in your life, and things you'll look out to the world in a very solid space. Because when it's not like that, everything's a bit messy. Yeah. And I say messy, and you understand what I mean. So part of that is having this strength and power inside your heart. Now, not only during the day does that anchor your soul, and you have this feeling of being grounded and solidness in your life, but it affects your sleep. Because at night time in Chinese medicine, your mind sleeps in the heart. It sleeps in the heart. It's like our hard drive, our desktop, and it's like our hard drive. And it switches off from the hard drive. The desktop closes, goes in here. Now, if the heart energy is not strong, it's very hard to turn it off, and it'll stay on, and then you'll have trouble sleeping. Or the liver will disturb it between 1 and 3, and it'll wake back up again, and then you can't turn it off again. So that's how traditional Chinese medicine sees it. So having a strong energy in your heart is super important. So we're going to start with a Zhang Fu Qigong exercise. It's a Dao Yin practice to strengthen the heart and to clear the heart organ itself, not necessarily the heart meridians which travel down the arm. We're going to do that shortly, but we're going to do the heart organ itself. Yeah. So when I talk about the heart energy, I'm talking about the heart meridians, and it just happens to have a heart in the middle of the organs, the meridians. But for this particular, we're actually doing the organ itself. Yep. So we're going to put our hands on our stomach, just below where our top of our rib cage, right around the top, and we put our hands there. Now, for a woman, you need to put your right hand with your left over the top, and for a man, you need to put your left with the right over the top. Yep. Now the circles we're going to do is going to go anti-clockwise first, and then clockwise second. Yeah. Now the easiest way to work this out is I'm going to cue you slightly different. So we're going to go from the top to the right, to the bottom, to the left, top, right, bottom, left, and that's the direction of the circles. Now if you see my hands, they're going anti-clockwise. And we're going to do this. And when I move, the whole body moves. It's not just the hands. I feel my hips are moving slightly. I feel my knees are moving slightly. So I have this slow, not rocking. Rocking is probably the wrong terminology, but I have this movement with the whole body. It's like it's nurturing itself. But it's not doing this. I'm not doing this huge big movements. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing movements, and I feel like I'm doing circles around the heart. Yeah. We'll do 9 circles. And then we change direction. We go the other way, which is top, left, bottom, right. Now you can do this on your shirt or your skin, or you can do it in front of your body. My mind is going into my heart, and I'm thinking of breaking up any impurities in my heart, anything where there's blockages in my heart energetically, and I'm thinking of breaking it all up and making all the energy and all the blood travel smoothly through the heart. Good. 7, 8, and then 9. Good. And then I'm going to stop on the heart, and I'm going to do it's called point respiration. It's a Dalian practice. Now you breathe out through the mouth, and I'm going to push my hands in, and I'm going to breathe out and go. Relax my hands and breathe in all the good chi, goes into the lungs and then into the heart. Perfect, just like that. Push them in again, breathe out. You can think of getting rid of all the perverse chi out of the lungs, out of the heart. You get rid of it out of the lungs as well, and then breathe in. One more time, push in and breathe out. Relax, breathe in. Good, we'll do one more time. Push in, breathe out. Very good. So normally I would do that set 3 times, but because we're doing a class today, I won't spend a lot more time, but you can do it 3 times and do the circles clockwise, anti-clockwise 3 times, and the point respiration 3 times. We'll just do it once today. Now that's a great way to settle the energy of the heart. If you have an emotional disturbance, it's a really good way to calm yourself down. Just breathe normally. You don't have to breathe as you do circles, just breathe normally and just breathe really slowly. And so if you move your hands slowly, then you'll breathe slowly as well. So you do that idea, and that'll help just to calm the body. Yep. The next exercise I want to go into, we'll go into the 5 element, the fire element and the 5 elements. And the fire element is the heart and the small intestine, the organs attached to the fire element. And this is a really good exercise to help to regulate both the organs, the fire element organs, as I say, which is the heart and which is the small intestine. So we start with our hands facing to the side. Now I'm going to mirror you. Now I want you to go, and I want you to bring your hands up so you're facing towards the right. That way. Yep. Like that. You have your hands that way. Now I'm going to turn around so you can see it. You're looking under the top hand and the bottom hand's that way. So I've got one going across that way and the other one's going this way. I'm facing that way. Then I'm going to push out the bottom hand. Then I'm going to turn back the run by using my hips. I'm going to come back to the front. The hand's going to go above the shoulder and then down the side of the arm. Good. And then I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go to the left. Comes up. And when you bring your hands up, don't have them too close to your body, but don't also have them too far away. They're just gently halfway between the two. And then push the hand down. I'm looking underneath the hand. Come turn, the hips turn, bring the hands back to the front. Goes right over to the shoulder. And then it comes down the side. Very good. So the heart meridian travels from underneath your armpit all the way down the side of your arm, and so does the small intestine. The small intestine comes from your ear, and it comes all the way across here. So we've got this side. So when we're bringing our hand down, we're tracking the energy from the small intestine and the heart down the meridians. Yep. We don't touch the body though. You bring it outside the hands to there. Yep. Okay, we'll go to the same side to the right again. Bring the hands up. Push the hand forward. Come back to the front, hand above the shoulder, and then come down. I'm looking straight ahead. Good. Turn, the hand comes up. Press, the hand goes out. Back to the front. Hand comes down. Now the breathing for this exercise, you breathe in when you come up. Breathe out when you push forward. Breathe in when you come up. Breathe out when you come down. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. It's a great exercise for the heart. Turn to the front. Breathe down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to the front. Now I'm going to add one more piece to this, so we do this structurally correct. When I turn to the side, when I go to the side, going to the right, my knee goes straight forward. Yep, it doesn't go in, it doesn't go that way. When I turn, it doesn't turn this way. My hips turn this way. My hip turns this way, but my knee goes straight forward that way. It goes forward that way. So I'm keeping my knee above my toe, and I'm keeping alignment with my quad, my top of my arm, my pelvis joint, the joint across here, keep that in line with my knee and then with my toe. And to do that, I need to go that way. And if you do that, you're going to slowly sink down slightly. Yeah, so it goes forward, and as I turn, still turning from the hips, knee goes forward. Yep, so we try that. So it goes forward and we come up. Very good. Now to push the hand out, I need to push the knee out even further that way, because I'm going to turn my hips further to push the hand out. And to do that, I still don't want to bring my knee in. I want to go further that way. And to go further that way, I'm going to go even lower to do that. Yeah, so we come up, goes forward, and then goes forward when I push. Now you see my knee's above my toe. And then when I come back, it's almost like I slowly stand up slightly, because I've lowered myself down. And it comes around and brings the hands down. Same thing with the other side. Knee goes forward as you turn. Knee goes forward even more when you turn, pushing. You see me lower myself down. Comes back to the front. And that creates great posture inside your legs and keeps the energy moving through your legs and through the joints. Comes up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more the other side. Breathing in, knee goes forward. Knee goes forward, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. We'll actually do one more each side. Make it easy for us. Knee goes forward. Breathing in. Breathing out, knee goes forward. Come back. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Back to the front. And bring the hands down. Perfect. So they're two really good exercises, really strong exercises to build heart chi. We're going to do another one. And this next one's to do with the relationship with the heart and the lungs. It's in the upper jiao. And they talk to each other. So the energy from the breath, from as we breathe in, part of that breath we get, or the energy from the oxygen that goes into the body, part of the energy of that goes to the heart. Remember, the heart uses a lot of power, so it gets it from the lungs, gets it from the spleen, gets it from everybody. And so this exercise is about the relationship between the lungs and the heart. Yeah? So we start with our hands facing towards the ground. Then we're going to rock back onto our heels. It's one of the few exercises where you're actually on your heels. When you're on your heels, it activates the yin chao mai in the back that run them through the bones. We're close to the bones. But so normally we stand on the front of the feet on our kidney points, and we have all the 12 meridians anchored to the ground. But for this one, we start with on our heels. Yep. We bring the hands straight up. Just relax and just bring them up. Don't bring your shoulders up. We turn our palms towards palms, and now as we open, we come forward onto our kidney 1 point and onto our toes, but leave the heel on the ground still, don't lift the heel off. And then we rock back onto the heel as we close, and then we bring the hands down. Good. So when we bring the hands up and when we're bringing them down, we're on our heels. There's no movement, we're just sitting on our heels. The only time we come forward is when we open, we come forward, and then we close, we go back, and the rest of the time we stay on our heels. Yep, do that again. Stay on the heels. Breathing in, that's a long, slow breath in. Breathing in, open. Breathing out, and it's a long, slow out breath as well on the way down. Remember, stay on your heels. Opening, come forward. Closing, go back. Lowering, come down. Still on your heels. Stay on your heels. Coming up, breathing in. Long breath in. Rocking forward. Rocking back, breathing out. Stay on the heels, keep breathing out. Perfect. Great exercise. Called Embrace the Mountain. It's from the Shirba Shir Tai Chi Qigong system. And you can imagine, I quite often imagine standing in front of my favorite mountain, drawing the energy from the mountain. And it's filling up my heart. Beautiful exercise. Good exercise to do before you go to bed as well. So it strengthens your heart. Also helps to clean your lungs out before you go to bed as well at night time. And it helps to quieten the mind. Long, slow, quiet breath. Stay on the heels. So you stay on your heels as you lift your hands. Don't rock forward yet. When you open, you rock forward. And you rock back as you close. Stay on your heels, bring your hands down. We'll do one more. Breathing in on the way out. and bring the hands down. Perfect. Yeah, okay, there's three very good heart exercises you can do. You can do just one of them if you like, but if you do all three of them, it's just going to create a lot more power and energy in your heart. And as I say, you'll feel a lot more anchored and secure in yourself. And if you do them in the morning, you'll notice that the rest of the day you feel really different. You feel really strong and centered inside yourself. Yeah? We just bow. So we'll see you next week, and bring our feet. Right now we have one at northwest, one at northeast. And we have our hands on the side of the body with the thumbs facing backwards. Roll back onto your thumbs. Bring your left hand underneath, right hand on top. 2 thumbs together. Perfect. Qigong. Make a fist with your left hand, cover it with your right. And then bringing the energy back to your heart, which is what we've been doing this week. And then bring the remaining chi back down to your lower down to your physical center. Very cool. Take a step back, and then bow to each other. We want people to do this class, whether they do it in the future, in a year's time, we're still bowing to you. I hope you enjoy the class. And if you have any questions, please ask. I'll also put in the description underneath herbal formulas that are good for the heart chi. I'll also put food that's good for the heart chi too. I'll give you a link to the food that's actually good for heart chi. And also I might give a couple of acupressure points you can do for your heart to build up your heart chi. There's a couple of classic points you can do. You can stimulate these points. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week, eh? Cheers, bye-bye.